brood moon hangs low over the gauntlet, and into this darkness walks a single man. Sly Marbo does not announce himself. He does not roar or posture or raise his blade in salute. He simply steps forward from the shadows. How long can Sly survive against these apex predators? Each competitor will face endless waves of Genestealers with only their raw stats and abilities, as well as their faction rule. No enhancements, no stratagems, and no detachment abilities. Today's challenger is Sly Marbo, equipped with his Ripper Pistol and Envenom Blade. Both his core abilities and his own abilities aren't really going to be any use, unfortunately, but the fact he hits and wounds on a 2+ with both weapons should enable him to do well regardless. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave your suggestions in the comments, and check out the Patreon and Discord in the video descriptions. Let's begin.
Nothing is over!
The Genestealers arrive and Sly's pistol backs 3 times from the shadows. The shots land with surgical execution, and 2 Genestealers fall before they've even tasted air. The rest leap at where the shots came from, but Sly is already behind them, blade flashing and movements too fast to track. Sly lands 4 wounds on the Genestealers, which means the remaining 3 are killed. Sly steps back into the shadows, ready for the next wave.
Nothing is over!
More Genestealers arrive, but to their surprise, they cannot locate an enemy to target. And that's when another volley flies out from the darkness. 2 hits and 2 wounds land on the Xenos, but one of the shots pings off their natural armor, and so only 1 dies. This doesn't faze Sly as he springs his trap and catches the Genestealers unawares. 4 wounds get through, resulting in 4 more kills for Sly. The Genestealer synaptic link ripples with confusion. This is supposed to be their prey, and Sly is far from prey.
Nothing is over!
Yet still more Genestealers arrive. However, Sly's shots are unerring and his strikes are poetry. 3 more Genestealers slain at range, and the remaining 2 die in the rush of melee. Sly's breathing remains steady, and his expression is unreadable. Not fighting for glory or survival, simply doing what he has always done, ending fights 1 corpse at a time. Let's move on to a later round.
Nothing is over!
Sly has demolished the Genestealers so far, and the Genestealers have been unable to land even 1 attack. The Hive Mind is now frantic and sends 10 Genestealers out to combat this unseen threat. Sly knows this is likely his last stand and pulls out all the stops. He lets bullets fly, killing 2 Genestealers, and his close combat skills down another 4. But it's not enough. The remaining 4 Genestealers crash against Sly in a desperate tide, finally able to get their attacks away. 16 hits from the Genestealers, which cause 8 wounds. And unfortunately, without an invulnerable save, the armor piercing of the Genestealers' claws leaves Sly unable to protect himself. Even legends bleed. Some warriors die, some warriors endure, but few will leave a legacy like this man. Sly Marbo, the Silent Knife, the one-man army, the devourer of the devouring. Sly Marbo has killed 56 Genestealers. What a legend. If he'd had an invulnerable save and abilities more tuned to this situation, then he might have beaten Titus and looked way cooler doing it. I hope Games Workshop don't just forget about this guy. I'd love to see a new plastic model for him in the future. And where does that place him on the epic hero leaderboard? Just below Titus, which isn't bad for someone who's essentially just a bloke. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and please check out the Patreon and Discord in the links in the bio. I'd love to keep building those communities. We'll see you next time.